Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm going to do a general tarot reading for your sign. Wherever Cancer is in your chart, you're welcome here if you're dealing with the Cancer. Happy New Year, Cancer. I wish you guys the most magical 2024 ever and hope you guys are feeling fantastic and optimistic about the year ahead. So the reading will be general and it might not resonate with everyone, so just take what you need and leave the rest. If you want to book a personal, I'll leave my contact information. I will never reach out to you. Energies can go vice versa. Gender is energetic, and these readings are timeless, Cancer. So whenever you find them is when the messages were meant for you. Yeah, I want to apologize in advance for the sniffles that I have. I've got some allergy issues going on. I'm going to shuffle a few and then just pull. And you guys let me know if you rather me just shuffle the entire time or what. Just trying a few different things here for the new year. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Like, y'all don't even know how much I appreciate that. My gratitude extends infinitely, Cancer. It really helps push the messages out to other Cancerians, and it just gets my channel out there. So thank you so much. Okay, my dear Cancerians. So you have the Strength reverse. You could have Leo in your chart or be dealing with a Leo, or maybe it's an issue of pride and ego kind of being stripped here. It's like a reality check is what I'm energetically picking up. Some of you could be feeling weak, lethargic, or even physically sick. The Ten of Swords is because there's an ending that you guys have been resisting that is now unable, to resist any longer. Judgment, there's you guys had to make a judgment call here recently, or the universe, made a judgment call in your favor. Some of you could be feeling energetically judged at this time, and that could be because you're choosing not to work with someone, or someone is choosing not to work with you, my lovely Cancerians. Okay, it could be a family dynamic. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. I really feel like maybe you let your guard down and that's two sevens. Okay, so it's a little rough. It's a little bit of a rough energy. It's like maybe, you guys know how you can be very protective of your energy. Maybe you're feeling like I finally energetically opened up and that just left me in a state of confusion, okay? You could be confused about all the options you have presented to you here, okay? Or maybe you're worried about someone else having options, especially with that Three of Pentacles. Perhaps your biggest concern is someone getting into a relationship with another person. Maybe you have options in romance, and that's causing some confusion in your life, and someone could be very upset about that regarding you, Cancer. Justice, many of you are dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart, or one or both of you are getting balance restored in your lives. It may not seem like it right now. Many of you are married to this person or were married to this person, or it just could have been like a spiritual marriage, like where you have lived many lifetimes together, or you had a really strong bond at some point. But one or both of you let your guard down, and it just maybe left you in a state of confusion. But just please understand, Cancer, that you have more options available to you than you realize, okay? So with the Six of Wands, I find like there's some success going on in your life. Let's see why the Six of Wands has to do with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so many of you are holding on to the success you felt in this connection. I am heavily picking up a romantic involvement. Okay, so you're really holding on to, like, maybe it's a tradition thing, Cancer. Like maybe you wanted to appear like you had your family situation all together, or your relationship all together. Screw all that. Spirit wants me to say this is about you taking care of yourself, especially since we just had a full moon in your sign. The name of the game is self-care. Okay, you will start to feel successful again, and people may be paying lots of attention to you right now. But that might be making you feel more confused than actually feeding your ego. Like it's not actually making you feel better that a lot of people like maybe want to date you or maybe want to work with you in some way. It could make you feel better, but I just don't think it is at this time, okay? So with the Eight of Wands here, there's a lack of movement, a lack of communication. You may have someone blocked, or they have you blocked. So it's like it was so successful at some point, but now it's come to a screeching halt here, Cancer, okay? So with the Three of Swords here, many of you are experiencing some loss, some heartbreak, some devastation, and some mental anguish here, okay? So there is very powerful need for you to take care of yourself at this time. You know, maybe analyze whatever it is you need to analyze. You know, did you play a role in this situation? What type of things did you put up with, Cancer, that maybe you put up with for far too long? You know, just things like that. Spirit also wants me to remind you, you don't have to live in this anguish. Definitely take the time you need to heal. But also don't forget that success is still available to you here, okay? There are still other things that can make you feel like energetically appreciated as well, but you do need to take the time to heal, okay? Or someone could be feeling that way over you. So in the past, you might have given it a lot of energy. You might have invested a lot financially into a situation, or you felt like the situation was going to grow into a very long, like this was going to be a long, stable union is what you were feeling in the past. Maybe it was very solid and it was very stable. It was very, very committed here, Cancer. Okay. But one of you guys like dropped the ball here. Oh, speaking of drop the ball, you got the Two of Pentacles. So the ball was dropped. You know, somebody discovered something about the other one, or maybe you discovered something about each other that really put you in a devastation. Okay. Somebody found something out about you, or you found something out about someone, and it's left one or both of you feeling completely devastated because at one point it was very successful, or it had the potential to grow into success, into prosperity, into security. Okay. I feel like that's why it's so devastating, because at one point it was just so solid. Okay. But the ball got dropped. There could have been infidelity or cheating here, or just a piece of information that was absolutely devastating to one or both of you, Cancer. Okay. So, what's coming towards you is the Queen of Swords. So this is communication. It could be from or with an air sign, any Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you maybe wanting to speak to them, or them wanting to speak to you, but the lines of communication will soon be opening up. But I also feel like this person that you're dealing with is coming off very cold, very no nonsense approach, you know, very like, it's almost like you feel like you can't get a word in with them right now because they're ice cold. Okay. Or they may be feeling this way about you, in the coming days or weeks. All right. But the lines of communication do seem like they will open up for you. Okay. So the energy that you're in is the Five of Pentacles, Cancer. Oh my gosh. So you're feeling like left out in the cold, shut out. You feel like your money is funny right now. You know, emotional highs and lows here. You could, like I said, you guys could have discovered that somebody wasn't faithful as you really, really thought they were, or they could be looking at you this way, like you closed the door on the relationship, and what they thought of the relationship turned out to be completely the opposite. Okay. So the energy around you, Cancer, is the Eight of Swords. So this is the energy of like obsession. Okay. This is being tied to very negative thoughts. All right. You do have the power to set yourself free from this, or this could be the way that they're feeling, like they may be replaying certain things over and over and over. It could be some very harsh exchange of words or communication. You know, that might be all they're thinking about is all the wrong, everything that went wrong in the connection, you know, or that the fact that they really tried to commit to you here, Cancer. And it appeared successful, but they could also be devastated about the loss of this connection as well. Okay. Or the fact that they had to close the door on you, Cancer, or the fact that you had to close the door on them. All right. So with the Six of Pentacles here is, there's a fear that something will not ever be reciprocated again. There will never be an exchange again. That you maybe invested all of this time and money and energy into the situation, and you're not going to get any of that back. Okay. That could also be the way that they're feeling, like they invested heavily and we're planning to continue to invest heavily, but that just can never be again. There's a big fear of that. Like somebody is obsessed with the fact that what they lost financially and what they lost energetically here, you or they, or both of you, Cancer. Okay. So with the Five of Cups, there's a lot of regret here, Cancer. There's so much regret. Somebody regrets like talking to other people, or for some of you, maybe they cheated. They really regret that. They're really feeling shitty. They're really crying over spilled milk here. They're going over all the things that they should have said or shouldn't have said, should have done or shouldn't have done. Sorry about my kids in the background, so loud. But there's a whole lot of regret and feeling of loss and lack and limitation here, Cancer, okay? I feel like something that was so promising at one point and so solid and felt so caring and nurturing at one point, it just devastated you or blindsided you that it is not this way moving into 24, okay? Or it doesn't look like it's going to be this way moving into 24. So, Cancer, I'm so sorry, my sweet Cancerians. Those were your messages. However, nothing is set in stone. That's the one brilliant thing about tarot. You have the power to create your own reality. And these messages are energetic, so they are very flexible. They're not always fixed here. Okay, so I feel like overall there is a very major need for you to take care of yourself at this time and just be patient when it comes to communication with this person. If that's something you even want to do, okay, if that's something you even consider doing, just be patient. That'll happen in its own time. But there's a lot of heavy energy in this reading that you need to heal from. And they also need to reflect on some of the decisions they made and the way that they're feeling as well. Okay, I think both of you guys are in a space of needing to take time out and heal and not so much focus on the negativity or the devastation that you discovered in the relationship. All right, so I'm going to pull an animal for you, and you got the koala. So some of you are July 3rd or July 30th. You could have a Cancer moon or Cancer ascendant. You could also be a life path number 3. So it says calm, imagination, and ease. So I encourage you to look up the spiritual meaning of the koala and, remain as calm as you can. Use your imagination to create the reality or the life that you want, and take it easy on yourself, Cancer. You really need a lot of self-care at this time. All right. For anyone cross-watching, Cancer is very fragile and delicate at this time. So just, try to be considerate of that if you can, and for those of you that feel like maybe you were the one injured by a Cancerian, maybe you need to take time for yourself as well and focus on your own needs. Okay. So we're going to get a spirit oracle for you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So you got renewal here with the snake. So just remember that you are an infinite being. And there is always, dark doesn't last forever. The light eventually follows, okay? So rest, Cancer. Big, big, big one right there is rest. So switch off the mind. Oh my gosh, that's your 3 of Swords and your 8 of Swords. A short holiday would do you a world of good at this time. A change of scenery results in renewed clarity and a sense of purpose, okay? So for many of you, you may be feeling like your sense of purpose is lost. Spirit wants you to know it is not. Just self-care is so important. So you also have passion, love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, kundalini, the sun, giver of life, strength, a gift. It says new infusion of energy, something beyond your control, surrender. So surrender this to the divine, Cancer, okay? For many of you, this is a closed situation. There's not much you can do about it other than really take care of yourself. Visualize the life that you want, the relationship you want, while simultaneously healing yourself, okay? So Cancer, thank you so much for being here. My gratitude extends infinitely. I'm so grateful for you. I wish you so much love, light, restoration of energy, and a beautiful 2024, okay? And until next time, Cancer, take care.